Hi everyone, welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Welcome to another week of creativity. I have got a really cute card to make with you today, so that should be lots of fun. Now, while everyone is finding their notifications that I've gone live, I'll just bring this up on my other devices so I can see everybody's comments. So bear with me one moment while I get that all set up here. Oh, helps if I turn my mouse and my keyboard on so that I can operate my computer from a distance, because my screen is actually a fair way away from me, so I can't reach the keyboard over there directly on the computer. Okay, so let's bring the iPad up. Come on, iPad. There we go. It's a bit slow. It's on the go slow. I feel a bit on the go slow today too. Woke up feeling a bit sleepy today. All right, there we go. iPad is all happy. Let's get the computer all happy. It's waking up. It's taking a while to wake up, a bit like me today. All right, and I think we are just about there. Got it. Good. All right, I can see everybody's comments there. Fantastic. Now, as you're jumping on, say hi. Let me know that you are here. If this is your first time with us watching my channel, then please feel free to let us know where you're watching from. We love to welcome new friends. Hey Leonie, how are you? Great to have you here today. So let me know something about your weekend. What did you get up to over the weekend? We had, so I'm just trying to think what the weather was like. It was a bit on again, off again, a bit rainy, overcast, not particularly lovely weather. So yeah, it was a good time to be at home, although we did have to go out. So I think I went out both days actually for a little bit on both days. Yeah, had some shopping and bits and pieces to do. So good to get all those things done. Had a little nap yesterday afternoon because I hadn't slept well the night before. So yeah, it's good to do those things and look after ourselves, take care of ourselves. And yeah, did you get to spend any time with family, or maybe you got to do some crafting? Did you get to do some crafting? I've been doing some crafting in spits and spurts over the weekend as well. Hey Leslie, great to have you with us today. Now, if you are live here with me today, you're going to see the red live button up in the top left-hand corner. If you don't see that, then you'll know you're watching the replay. And if you're watching over on YouTube, then you're definitely watching the replay, because I upload all of my YouTube videos over there. That's where they live. So if ever you're looking for any of my previous videos, Facebook only holds them for 30 days now, and then they get deleted. So I hold them all over on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't gone over to my YouTube channel, be sure to look me up over there. Just look for my name, Mandy Witherby, and you should find me over there. And if you can't, then let me know, and yeah, and I'll be happy to send you the link. So, hey Megan, great to have you with us. All right, now, as I said, today we're going to be creating a card. Before we do that, I'll jump into a little bit of news to let you all know what's happening, what's coming up, so that you're all across everything. I hope I remember everything. We've got a few things that are happening tomorrow, and yeah, so some new releases tomorrow, which is very exciting. And then yeah, and then some other things happening this month as well. So I'll fill you in with all of that, and then we will get crafting. So feel free to chat along with me throughout the course of this filming. And if you'd like to craft along, then craft along, or if you just want to sit back and relax and just watch what I have to share with you today, then feel free to do that as well. Leonie said Saturday was craft day at Quakers Hill. Oh, that's right, yeah. And yesterday was housework and some card making. Lovely. Sounds like you've had a lovely fun weekend of crafting, minus the housework. That's not always fun, but it's good to get those things done though, isn't it? Awesome. So lots and lots of creativity been happening over the weekend for you, Leonie. That's great. Megan finished her Back to the Future scrapbook. Oh, well done. And you're right in the DeLorean. Videos are on your YouTube channel too. Oh, fantastic, Megan. That's so great. Well done on finishing that scrapbooking, those scrapbooking layouts that you were working on for that. That's awesome. How many layouts did you end up doing? Did you do a whole album or did you just do like a certain number of layouts? Let me know in the comments. I've been working on, so as demonstrators, I'll backtrack a little bit, as demonstrators once a year, we get to have a big gathering of demonstrators from all over, and this happens all around the world on the same weekends. And so next, it's not this weekend coming, it's actually the next weekend. My goodness, it's so close. It's called On Stage and it's our annual convention. It's lots and lots of fun. There's hundreds and hundreds of crafty people just like us there, and we have a great weekend together. It's a 3-day event or 2.5-day event. I guess if you add in the evenings, it's a 3-day event because we have things on 2 of the evenings as well. And it's super, super fun. We get to see lots of brand new product that's coming up before it's released. We get a new catalog. We get to play with some of the new product. We get to hear from the from Stampin' Up, from the corporate team, and we get to see all of our crafty friends, all of our Stampin' Up demonstrator friends, which is the best part, is catching up with everybody. I've got 11 team members. Oh, that's including myself. So 10 team members and myself going this year. So that's exciting. That's the most we've had go. And so really, really excited to spend the weekend with my team and my other Stampin' Up friends on stage. So I'll have lots to share with you after that as well when we come back from that. So that'll be the week after next. Yes, so anyway, so I have been busy creating things for my team, some special things for my team for on stage. So that's what I've been working on. So today's project, I've got it partially planned, and the rest we are going to work it out as we go today on the video. You did 3 albums for the 2 trips and the Pretty Woman as well. Oh my goodness, wow, well done, Megan. That's a big undertaking. That must have taken ages to get all of that done. Well done. I still haven't even finished my children's baby albums. So you're doing very well. And my kids are all adults now. Oh, that's awesome. Good job. Good job. All right, well, let me jump into some news. Keep chatting with each other, chat with me as well. But I will jump into some news and let you know of some things that are coming up. Now, first of all, today is the 2nd of March, 2026. Can you believe we are in March already? The time just does march on, doesn't it? No pun intended, but kind of, sort of. Let me just tell you that today is the last day of the special join promotion. It ends today. And so if you have been seeing this one around with the exclusive join offer for joining Stampin' Up at this time, it's been running all through February. You can get the Stampin' Positioner tool absolutely free added to your starter kit when you join Stampin' Up and purchase the starter kit. So here it is here. I've been playing with it over the last few weeks. We're actually not playing with it today, but we've been playing with it over the last few weeks. You can see I've got some stamps on there. Oh, one of them's been taken off. Well, it must have been used for something else. So this is the amazing Stampin' Positioner tool. I have got some videos where I've been using it. So if you go to my YouTube channel and have a look over the last couple of weeks, you'll see me having used that. But it comes with the 2 plates, the large plate, the small plate. It's got the 2 magnets, and then you've got the base plate, and then you can purchase separately the grid paper that matches with it, and it aligns onto the base plate and it sits on sits over these little pegs here to hold it in place, which is really awesome. And so I've been loving that. And one, it keeps your base plate clean, and two, you've got all the measurements on there. So you've got centimeters on one side, so metric, and then on the other side you've got imperial for the inches. And yeah, I've been using that with the grid paper, and it's so much easier to keep your base plate clean and line things up and all of that sort of thing. So yeah, so if you are still thinking about that, if you've been looking at the new stamp positioning tool and have been thinking, oh, that looks really great, I'd love to get one of those, then now is your chance to get it for free. So if you're wondering about the join offer, I'll just quickly go through that. You get to choose $235 worth of product. You only pay $169. So you can choose $235 of any of the current product, anything that's available in the online store, in the catalogs that's available. You can choose those to put into your starter kit. Also too, as demonstrators, we are currently in a pre-order period for product that is going live tomorrow. So you can actually put any of those new products in there as well, which is awesome. So you get all of that. You only pay $169. So you're getting $66 worth of free product. Plus you'll get, Stampin' Up! Will also add, on top of all of that, they'll also add the Stampin' Positioner tool, which is valued at another $86. And then you get free shipping as well. And then you get an ongoing discount, minimum 20% discount on all of your Stampin' Up! Products. Now, from 20% up to 25%, you can build up depending on your sales, your purchases, depending on what you want to do. You can join just for fun, just to get a discount for yourself. You can join as a business, and if you want to make a little bit of supplemental income, you can do that. Happy to support you any way you would like to do that. So there's no obligation to sell products. If you don't want to, you can simply just purchase for yourself, and you can exit at any time, so you're not really locked in. So yeah, I shouldn't say you're not really locked in. You're not locked in at all. You can leave at any time. So that's really awesome. So if you would like more information about that, feel free to get in contact with me. I'm happy to answer all of your questions. And if you're here in Australia and you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that you're working with, then I'd love to welcome you to our team. So come and join us. We have a beautiful, beautiful team of beautiful people, and we have a great time in there, and I can give you more information about that. Now, I will put all of my links in the comments. I'll do that right now before I forget. And that will include, that join link will be in there as well. So if you want to, oh, hang on, let me find, there we go. If you want to find that, then this is where you can go to find that, and you can get more information there as well. And then if you still got questions, then you're still welcome to get in contact with me. All right. Hi, Kay. How are you? Lovely to have you with us. Oh, Megan says she's got over 300 photos of the DeLorean ride. Oh, my goodness. Wow, that's amazing. That's awesome. Oh, you've got an order going in tomorrow, Megan. Fantastic. Sounds great. Megan has been a demonstrator for 15 years. That's longer than me. There you go. And you only did it for the discount. So there you go. So Megan joined for the discount, and 15 years later, because she loves Stampin' Up! And she loves the community, she is still here 15 years later. That's awesome, Megan. Very exciting. Now, Megan, are you going to on stage? Let me know in the comments if you're coming. All right. So that was the first thing I wanted to mention. The next thing I wanted to mention is from, oops, oh, I'm dropping things. Hang on. Where'd that go? There we go. Sorry, I'm dropping things here. From tomorrow, the 3rd of March, there's going to be some new online exclusive products launching. some of which I have on my shelf over there, over my shoulder. So I'll be sharing some of those over the coming weeks. Yeah, so very exciting. And there'll be a couple of new kits that are coming out as well. So be sure to look out for those in the online store tomorrow. So they are online exclusives. They're not in a printed catalogue. They are available in the online store. So you'll find them there. So I'll be sure to remind everybody. But please remember to go there and check out all the beautiful new products. There's so many beautiful new products over there. Okay. Oh, okay. So you had to choose between On Stage and Sydney in January for Back to the Future and Pretty Woman and the DeLorean. No worries. I totally understand that, Megan. Well, hopefully we'll see you next month. Not next month, next year. I'll catch up with you at On Stage next year. Awesome. All right. So my next class coming up is open now for registration. You might have seen me post this the other day. It's my Cute as a Bug card class. This card class is going to be so much fun. I've already got quite a few registrations for this one. So if you want to come along, don't wait because you might miss out. So I've got the same class running on 2 separate days, depending on if you are free midweek or if you're more free on the weekend. So we've got Wednesday, the 25th of March at 10 a.m. So that's a morning class, or Saturday, 28th of March at 2 p.m. Now we're going to be creating 3 beautiful cards, and we've got some fun folds in there too, using the Cute as a Bug suite. Of course, you're going to be getting some products with this class as well. You're also going to get morning tea for the morning class, afternoon tea for the afternoon class, and we always have yummy homemade morning tea or afternoon tea, and lots of tea and coffee, variations of tea and coffee and things on offer as well. So lots to choose from. Registration closes on the 9th of March, which is next Monday. But if you want to join us, you might not want to wait that long, because I know the Wednesday class has already got quite a few ladies registered, and I do have a couple registered already for the Saturday as well. I do for this one have a class to go option. I don't always have that for every class, but I had a couple of requests for that. So I have got a class to go option for you. So if you are outside of the Sydney area and you can't get to me over here in Western Sydney, then you are welcome to participate in that as well. So I'll pop up the individual link. You can get to it from the other links that I popped up before, but I'll put the individual link here for those classes. And hang on a minute, there we go, that one there. And you can go and check that out and register for that if you'd like to come and join us. It's going to be a really, we've already designed the projects. They're super, super cute. Oh my goodness, you're going to love them. So yeah, so come and join us. It's going to be lots of fun. Now, just to show you, you might remember last week I created this card using the Cute as a Bug suite. This is not one from the class. This is an additional project. So this is such a cute set to create with. Amber and I've been playing with this all week last week. Well, up until I'm still playing with it actually. And yeah, super, super cute. And then I also showed this one through the week as well. If you saw this one is going to a special little someone. It's a little easel card. Oops, hang on, let me get it. There we go. A special little someone for their first birthday. Sorry, you're seeing it back to front, but super cute. And I've added some extra little detail on here with some of the little bugs. And we've got some bling on there as well. Some Wink of Stella. Don't know if the light's going to catch up. Just saw the light catch that. There, you got to get it in the right spot. So lots of fun. Little picnic card. Cute as a Bug picnic card. So this one you'll find on my blog. And this one you'll find on my website. So if you go to my Stampin' Up website, you'll find that one there. Yes, really, really cute, sweet. So, hi Christine, great to have you with us all the way from Melbourne. Lovely to have you. All right, so yeah, be sure to check that out for that class. And as I said, there is a class to go option as well if you would like your class to be sent to you in the mail with instructions and all the products, etc. So, all right, so that's coming up. What else? New products tomorrow. Last day today for the join offer to get the free Stampin' Positioner tool. I mentioned that as well. I think that was all I had to remember to tell you. Oh, okay. No worries, Megan. Megan was just saying she was disappointed that she couldn't get to my class while she was in Sydney. You had 3 blisters on your foot. Oh, no, that burst and you couldn't walk. Oh, no. Ouch. They hurt so much, don't they? Oh, no worries at all. No worries at all. Well, this one that I'm running now, the Cute as a Bug class, if you're interested, I do have a class to go option. So you can check that out in the registration link I just put up there and see if that's something you might be interested in. And if not, that's all good too. No pressure there. Okay. All right. I think we are ready to start getting creative with our project. Now, before we do get started, I am going to put a Band-Aid on my finger. I caught my finger a couple of nights ago when I was putting something away in one of my plastic totes, not totes, like paper holder. And it's like a paper cut, but it's a plastic cut. And it's right on the edge of my nail and it keeps catching on things. And I noticed today when I was preparing the project that it kept catching on cardstock. So I'm just going to put a Band-Aid on my finger to protect it because I don't want to rip that. That's going to hurt. Yeah, so hopefully I can still function with my finger all Band-Aided up. All right. Yeah, I know, paper cuts, and well, this is a plastic one, so, but it hurts like a paper cut. I mean, it's only something minor, but you know, they do sting a little bit, don't they? All right. So I think what we're going to do is we will tip the camera down onto the desktop. Let me know if you've got any questions as I'm going along as well, because sometimes when I'm filming, my brain is going 100 miles an hour. My mouth is trying to keep up with my brain, which also is going 100 miles an hour. And sometimes I forget to mention things or tell you things or whatever. So feel free to ask me any questions. All right, we are going to flip over and I'll show you what we're going to be playing with today. All right, bear with me. I will cover up the camera while I transition down to the desktop. Here we go. All right, so just get this straightened up. It's all wonky badonkus. Tighten that up nice and tight. It tends to always drop, even though I tighten everything up really, really tightly. Every time, it always seems to drop. So if you see it drop, let me just flip my camera. There you go. So if you see it drop throughout my filming, just give me a hoy and let me know. And I can reposition if it's starting to look like it's out of focus or out of, like if it goes a bit wonky. Not out of focus, but it shouldn't go out of focus, but it might go a bit wonky. There we go. How's that? Is that close enough? That's looking pretty good, I think. All right, so today we are going to be playing with products from the mini catalogue. This is the January to April 2026 mini catalogue. You know what? I'm going to move that up a little bit further. Give us a little bit more room. There we go. Yes, so we're going to be playing with products from this catalogue. We've still got a little bit of time with this catalogue. But if you turn over, if you have one of these catalogues, and if not, let me know if you'd like one, or even if you'd like the digital copy, I can send you the digital copy. Pages 34 and 35, excuse me, I got a little froggy in my throat. We've got the Easter Joy Suite. So that's what we're going to be creating with today. We've got Easter coming up next month, and I wanted to create some little, some cute little cards with this one. So yeah, so we're going to be using that one today. So we've got some cute little samples on page 34, and then on page 35 you've got all of the products. Now this one, this suite is a little bit bigger because you've got the stamps and dies, you've got the embellishments, the ribbon, and then you've got 2 packs of specialty paper. So you've got the Pleasant Patterns, which has like a foiling metallic on it. And then you've got the Easter Joy Designer Series paper, which is gorgeous. So I'm going to be showing you that today, or at least what I've got left of this. I think I've got one of the pieces that is a bit chopped up, so I don't have the whole total piece of that. But yeah. And I was just having a look to see, yes, that's right. Over the next 2 pages, 36 and 37, there's some more samples and ideas there as well of how you can use the products. So really, really cute. And with Easter coming up, this is perfect. Now, the reason I actually got this suite in the first place was not because of Easter as such. It was because I loved the little bunnies and the little chicken. And I thought, you know what? They would make really cute scrapbooking layouts. They'd be great for scrapbooking. So that's why I originally got this set, not for the fact that it was Easter related. So as much as I do celebrate Easter, I don't focus on the bunny usually. I focus on the true Christian meaning of Easter. But I just love this suite for the little characters. I thought they were so adorable. And the florals as well. And the papers are really pretty. Yeah, so, all right, let's have a little look. So here we have the stamps and the dies. Photopolymer stamps, of course. All the new Stampin' Up stamps that are coming out from now on will be the photopolymer. So that's your clear photopolymer stamps. We'll pull those out. Okay, so we've got all of our little stamps in there. We've used these a few times already, and I had, I'll show you the projects in a moment because I've got a couple to share with you. But you do have some Easter, sentiments in here. But then you've also got Hello Spring, or you could just use just the small hello if you don't want to do Hello Spring. And then you've got For You, so you can use those as more sort of generic sentiments as well if you want to, or you can mix and match them with your other sentiments, or if you're using them in scrapbooking, of course, usually you make your own titles and you do your journaling and things like that. With the dies, you've got open dies here that will cut out all of the stamped images, and then you've got this cute Easter basket, and you've got the little strips here to weave in the basket. If you want to do some weaving, you've got a cute little scallop, we've got some grass, and then we've got these cute tulips today, which we're going to be using as well, and a little bow too. So super, super cute set. So excited to play with that today. I'm also going to be using the Everyday Archers dies, which is not part of the suite, but it's an additional die set that I needed something for the project today, and that's the one I chose. So just let you know that we're going to be playing with that as well. And then we've got the ribbon, which is really cute. It's Balmy Blue Gingham. I am a sucker for anything gingham. Ever since I first started scrapbooking, we did a lot with gingham papers, gingham everything. I've always loved gingham, and I do actually have gingham in my children's albums. I think more specifically in Jake's album when he was a baby. So I'm planning to do more with this in his album as well. And probably I will in the girls' albums as well. And then we've got these cute little embellishments. These are the Easter assortment embellishments. You've got these cute little pink gingham Easter eggs, and then you've got some little pastel blue and yellow dots. I don't know what colours they're actually meant to be. It doesn't tell me on the packet. I have to have a look on the website. But it might be Balmy Blue and Darling Duckling. No, it's probably Daffodil Delight, I think. Yeah, but they're really cute, and I love the colours. You love the gingham too, Megan? I know, it's so cute, isn't it? Oh, you have this set. Yeah, you thought for scrapbooking. Yep. Oh, you don't have it yet, but you might have to add it to your order. Yes. Yeah, scrapbooking is, I thought it was great for scrapbooking. And I've actually got some cute photos of my eldest daughter, Amber, which most of you know, doing her first Easter egg hunt and things like that. So I just thought, oh, that would be so cute for that. All right. This is the Easter Joy Designer Series paper. Now this piece, you do get 12 sheets. So there's 6 designs or 6 double-sided designs, and you get 2 of each. But I've used some of mine for paper shares, so I've only sort of got half a pack. And some of it we've already used, so I don't have even a full half pack. Now this panel here, this sheet here, had 6 different panels, one of which we've already used. And these are ones that they're like cut apart panels. I think that's what they call them. So you can cut them apart and use them on your layouts as backgrounds. And you can make little scenes on this one by adding some of the stamped and die cut images. Really cute. So, and you can with this one as well, and this one too. And then you've got these cute little oval pieces here that you can add some detail, some stamp detail in here. I would probably stamp and die cut them. This is a little bit glossy because I'm not sure if you see that they have foiling throughout. So you can probably see it more on here with the light picking that up. They have foiling throughout. And so this is a little bit glossy. So I'm not sure about stamping directly onto that. I would, unless you're using Stays On. If you're using Stays On ink, that would be fine. But I would be more inclined to stamp onto normal white cardstock or something, and then colour and then die cut and adhere the pieces. On the other side of that, you've got some really cool checks. Again, this would be great for scrapbooking, or even you could create a baby card using that as well, which is really cute. We've got this piece here, which we're going to be using today. Again, if you can see in the light that foiling, if I move that around, hopefully you'll see that. Really cute. We've got this one here. Oh, wait, I didn't show you the back of that one. On the back of that one, we've got a light blue, like a balmy blue design here with little bunnies, little Easter baskets, Easter eggs, little potted flowers, a little wheelbarrow with carrots and chicken. Really cute paper. Then we've got this one. And again, you've got the foiling in there. And on the other side of that, you've got some Shy Shamrock design, which is really cute. Love the colours in this one. So rich and vibrant and fun. We've got this one here. So you've got Easter eggs and carrots and flowers. You've got all the things in this one. And then on the other side of that one, you've got some plaid. This one I think is my favourite one with the stripes. You've got all the colours in there of the stripes, which is really cool. And then I love this one too, actually. I really love this. This is crumb cake with a little design, little floral design on it. I really love this piece. I love crumb cake. I'm a sucker for anything that is like neutral tones. I love working with neutral tones. And then you've got the Easter egg sheet there with all the beautiful coloured Easter eggs. Who's already done their Easter shopping? Do you all shop for Easter? And then we've got another design on here in the crumb cake, and this one looks a little bit like wicker or like woven woven cane or something like that. So that'd be really cute. Even you could die cut the basket out of this. That would be really cute to die cut the little basket out of that one. Why didn't I think about that before? You love neutrals as well, Megan. Awesome. Yeah, they're really great. All right, so there's that pack of papers, and then the additional pack of papers in the suite is this one. This is called Pleasant Patterns. Now in this one you get 6 sheets. Hang on, I'm just finding the... I'll just pull the whole thing out. I was trying to find the backing card, but I think I've pulled that out too. Oh no, maybe I didn't. So this has got 3 patterns and you get 2 sheets of each of the patterns. So you get this one, and this one. So there are your 3 patterns, and there's 2 sheets. And I must say too, the designer series paper in both of these packs is very, very thick. It's almost like a cardstock, like a basic white thickness of cardstock. Really thick. Now these ones are single-sided, whereas the other ones in the other pack are double-sided. These ones are just single-sided. So we've got shaded spruce, we've got a gold, sort of a coppery gold tone there, and then we've got the pinks. Let's see what colours it says. It says peach pie, pretty in pink, and shy shamrock. Okay, so this is supposed to be peach pie, but I think it's like a softer variation of peach pie. And then this is pretty in pink. I love this one. This is really pretty. So might even end up using some of that one today. We'll see how we go. Yeah, so there you go. So that is all of the products in the suite. So really, really beautiful suite. Now all of the products are available individually, or you can get them all as an entire suite just with using one code from the catalogue. Or you can go and find them in the online store. Hey Jenny, how you going? Fantastic. Oh, you've finished all of your designer series paper, Leonie. Fantastic. I know Leonie has been playing with this suite for the last couple of weeks. She's been telling me that she's been creating with this one, and she's been having an absolute blast with it. Now let me just straighten my camera up. I can see it's a little bit wonky. I'm just going to straighten that up a bit. Did that work? No, hang on. There, did I get it right? I didn't check with my little spirit level today either to make sure that I had it level. Oh, I don't have. That's better. There we go. All right, now let's hope that it stays put and doesn't drop today. How are you, Jenny? How are things down in Tassie? All right, let's see. Did I miss any comments? Oh yeah, you love the colors of the DSP, Megan. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really bright and colorful. Yeah. All right, awesome. So I've already cut a few pieces. I've already die cut a few pieces ahead of time to make it a little bit quicker. So I've cut 2 of my arches, my arch pieces, and I used from the Everyday Arches, which I showed you before, I used the 3rd largest one. So one of these is going to be for the front panel and one is going to be for the inside panel, okay? And you might be able to tell from here that we're going to be doing a little bit of colouring today. So I've got some colouring tools. Now the inks I've got out at the moment are my Balmy Blue, my Shy Shamrock, and my Crumb Cake. They're the ones I've just got out at the moment. We might need some other colours because I didn't get anything out to stamp the bunnies, and I might do that now actually. I'll get my basic grey out, I think, for stamping the bunnies. Hang on a minute. Oh, reach. There we go. My basic grey for stamping the bunnies and the chickens. I've got a couple of blending brushes, one for the Balmy Blue, one for the Shy Shamrock. And I do have a sponge dauber for the Crumb Cake. So we're going to be doing a bit of daubering on there. I've got some Stampin' blends as well. I'll show you what colours when I pull those out for colouring our stamped images. But we're going to be doing a fun fold card today. So very simple, easy fun fold to create. I just put all of those over there. But I've just got a little bit of cardstock out. I'm probably going to need to get some other colours out as well. As I decide what colours I'm going to use for the components, but I know that I'm starting with this. So I've already used some Crumb Cake to cut my basket. I did cut the basket out ahead of time, and I did cut out the little weaving pieces as well. And I've cut out some of the grass already out of the Shy Shamrock because I needed 3 of that and it was only a single die, and I thought, oh, that's going to take a bit of time. So I cut those ones out already, and I do have one of the pieces of designer series paper already cut. This is going to be on the inside, but I need to still decide for the outside which ones I'm going to have to coordinate with all of that. So let's start by creating our card base. So I'll bring in my trimmer. Oh, it's a nice day down there, Jenny. A little bit of rain. You need, it's very dry down there, is it? Ah, okay. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, we've had, so I'm just going to cut this. Sorry, I'll jump back to that conversation. I'm just going to cut this piece of, this is an A4 sheet of cardstock. So if you're in America, you'll be using your letter size cardstock. You're just going to cut it in half, okay? Here for the A4, half is actually 14.85. I know some people cut theirs at 14.8 on one piece and 14.9 on the other, but 14.85 is exactly half, so I always try and do it that way. Then we're going to move our cutting blade out of the way. We're going to score it in half on the long side at 10.5. So your light scoring blade is the light grey one on your Stampin' Up! Trimmer. We're going to score that one there, and then I'm going to move it across, and I'm also going to score, or actually I'm going to be folding it back the other way, aren't I? So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to score at 3.5 from the edge here. So 3.5. So we're sort of doing a an easy, it's a really easy fun fold card, where it's just the front panel is going to double back on itself, but rather than double all the way back, we're kind of folding it back in thirds. So we'll take the center fold first and we'll fold that in half. Line those up. I'll just grab my bone folder and burnish that. And then that extra fold, that extra score line, we're going to fold the front back on itself like that. So often when I do this type of fold, I fold this all the way back to the edge, but I just wanted to have it sort of in thirds or almost thirds for this card. So let's just make sure I've got that straight. Yep. So we end up with like a little, almost like a little pleat down the middle. Okay, so it's it's like a Z fold card, but it's just a variation of, there's lots of different types of Z fold cards. This is just a variation. Okay, so that's going to be the front of our card. So we are going to have this one on the inside. Now I've already pre-cut this one to 10.1 centimeters by 14.45 centimeters, so that we end up with a little 2mm border, and that one's going to go down in the center there. Now I'm not going to adhere it just yet because I haven't decided what other colors I'm putting on these two panels. So I want to see what's going to work well with this one. And then on top of that, we're going to put this panel, but we're going to do something with this first. And then we're going to put all our decorative elements on this arch panel on the front. Okay, but first of all, let's have a look at the designer series paper and see what is going to match with this. So we're going to need a full piece here. You can even put a different piece on here if you wanted to on the back there, so that when it stands up, it'll have something nice there. And then you're going to have this piece here. So I'll probably put the same on this side as what I'm going to have on this side. Okay, so let's have a look at our designer series paper. And I just realized I forgot to turn on my voice enhancement for this video. So I wonder if I can still do that. Hang on 2 secs. Let me see if I can do that while I'm filming. I'm not sure if I can do it while I'm filming, but let me just see. Nope, not that one. I don't think I can now that I'm filming. That's okay. All right. So the sound, if the sound isn't too good, just turn me up. I apologize. I usually try to remember to turn that on before I start filming, and I totally forgot today. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, some of that one might be nice to break up. So we're going to have little little borders on each of these, little 2mm borders on each of these. That might be nice down the middle to break that up from whatever I put on this side. So let's have a look. Let's grab the other ones. Okay, so we've used that one. We're not using that one. So I've got that one, and that one. I do like these stripes actually. I like these. Let's see, what would that look like? It's going to be very busy and colourful. Not so sure about that one. We could use the other side as well. I do love the crumb cake. Actually, we could even use the crumb cake on the center panel to break up the decorative pieces. I love this piece. This would be really pretty. I need to do a card with this paper. So there's that as an idea, or we could use, let's see what else have we got. We've got this one. Oh, the sound is okay. Thanks, Kay. Thanks for letting me know. That's great. Sometimes if I don't put the voice enhancement on, the sound tends to go in and out a little bit, which is really frustrating. But yeah, I'm glad that it's okay so far, so that's good. So we could do that, and we will have this on top. So it's kind of going to help to break it up a little bit as well. So we could have that, or we could have this floral one, which is a white base. So we've got a blue base one here, a green base, and we could have a white base, which would sort of pull the white in from here as well. Maybe that one would work. And we could even, for this one, instead of that green, I could maybe have the crumb cake detail. I might cut a few pieces and we'll play around and see. All right, so let's see. I don't think I want to use the Easter egg piece. We do have that nice one on the other side though. So let me cut a piece of this one now. What do I need? It needs to be 14.45 long, and this is 7. So it's going to need to be, I need to write this down, I'm going to forget. 6 point, so it's got to be 14.45 by, that's 7, I need to take off 4, so that's going to be 6.6, right? 6.6? Yeah, I think that's right. 6.6. Trying to do maths in my head quickly. Doesn't always work. And then this piece, again, is going to be 14.45 long. And this was 3.5, so we want to have that at 3.1. So we're taking off 4 millimeters each time from the width and the full length of the card. All right, so let's cut these ones and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, now I've already taken some chunks out of here where I've been doing a bit of fussy cutting. Oh, I was going to show you the other cards that I've made with this too, because one of them is, I'll cut it from down this bottom section. One of them is the tutorial that is going to be available in the next couple of days on the tutorial bundle. So I'll just bring them over here so I don't forget to show you. I'll put them there where I'll see them so I don't forget to show you. All right, I'm doing this one at 6.6. So let me go back around this way. I'm going to use the measurement at the bottom this time because I've chopped in already from the side there. So I'm going to go 6.6. And I'm just going to chop that all the way up just because I can. I've got all of that paper left. And then we want to go 14.45. 14.45. Okay, so there's that one. And then let's cut I'll cut this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one or if I'll use the crumb cake design one. We'll see. So this one's going to be 14.45 as well. I don't have my glasses on. Should have my glasses on, shouldn't I? Let's pop them on. Then I can see a bit better. All right, and then this piece is going to be 3.1, so it's almost the right width. You don't have to take too, I mean, like, yeah, width. I said the right thing. Don't have to take too much off this one. Now I've got to try and make sure that stays nice and straight. Yep, I think we are good. We'll just take off that little strip. Now I'm probably realistically not going to use that on anything, so I'm just going to chuck that out. All right, so let's try that first, and then we'll see if we like that, and then if not, I'll cut a piece of the crumb cake one. Now on the inside here, because this is going to be our greeting panel, I am going to have an arch on the inside there, but I'm not putting that on yet until I've got the arch on the outside so that I can line them up. Okay, so it will fully, I can make sure that it's going to be fully covered up when the card is closed. Okay, so that's kind of how the inside will look. But for now, I should just stick this one down now because it keeps moving. All right, so if we have that one in there, and I know I need to do another panel for that, but I'm not cutting that yet till I decide exactly what we're doing on here first. And having the little 2mm border all the way around does help to break up the designer series paper because it's quite busy with all those different patterns. Amber said she found with these papers that liquid glue shows through, so it's best to try and use a dry adhesive. Thank you for that tip, Amber. That's awesome. Yes, I remember that actually from the cards we made for class. Okay, so that actually doesn't look too bad. What does everyone think? What do you think about that? Because you've got the little 2mm border, which that's not lined up quite right. It does help to break up the busy papers. And that actually looks quite cute. What do you think? Do you like that? I think that'll be quite cute. All right, and then we need another piece of that for the inside here, if we're going to use that one. Should we cut a piece of it? You know what? Let's not stick them down just yet. Let's do what we're going to do with this piece first, because that might change. And I'll just take my little measurements out of my little sticky notebook here. You like the stripe in the middle to break up the colors, Megan? Yep, cool, awesome. Leonie likes it too, fantastic. All right, let's bring in our Balmy Blue and our Shy Shamrock, and we're going to do a little bit of ink blending on our focal base piece. Where is, hang on a minute, let me just see. I've dumped everything over here at the side now, and so now I can't find anything. Hang on a sec. No, it's gone. Oh, I had some other pieces here before, and now I can't find them. I don't know what I did with them. Never mind, we'll keep going. Okay, oh, there they are. I've moved them up to the top there. That's all. Okay, so what we're going to do is take, I've got a blending brush that I use for all my dark greens. So I'm going to take my blending brush and just rub that on the ink pad. And then always tap it off on some scrap paper or your grid paper first, because you're going to get heavy splodges of ink. And it's always a good idea to start your circular motions off the page and then bring the colour on to your piece that you're colouring. That way you won't get any of those heavy splodges on your cardstock. Okay, so each time follow the same method. We're just going to create a little bit of grass here at the bottom. And going up about that high. So that's how many centimeters? Let's see. Just trying to find my centimeter measure. So I've gone up about 3 centimeters from the bottom. If you kind of have a look at your basket and work out where that's going to sit. So basically I'm creating grass and sky, and yeah, so that looks about right there. All right, so that's all we need to do. And that's such a deep color. Like you saw, that was only really two applications then? It was really quick and easy to get that color down. And then this is my balmy blue, and we're going to use balmy blue for the sky. Now I want to make sure I don't pick up any of this green from the balmy blue. So I'm just going to move over to this part of my paper over here, away from that green, because I don't want to take any of that green into my sky. And I'm now going to blend down to meet that green at the bottom. And you'll notice that it goes darker on the edges, which is great, which I love that, that look. That just defines the stitched edge. That's what I'm trying to say, the stitched edge. Okay, and then we'll just take that in. Now when you are using your blending brushes, if you're not familiar with using blending brushes, the best way to do it is to, I'm sort of holding it like that, I'm applying pressure. The heads of them are quite flexible. Oh, well, not the heads, it's actually the arm here is quite flexible. So if you hold your finger on top, or you hold it sort of like that, you'll be able to control the pressure that you're applying, which will help you to lay down the ink. And circular motion always works best. So I'm just blending the green and the blue together down here on the horizon. So that is pretty good. Now it doesn't need to be completely even, because if you think about it, the sky is not an even tone. You have different tones in the sky because you've got the clouds and things. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. Oh, you just ordered the class to go, Megan. Fantastic. Thank you. That's great. Be lovely to have you join in on the class. All right. So, yeah, so we've got that piece done. Now we're going to do our basket. So I've die cut the basket here, and I've die cut this piece here, which gives you all of the weaving panels. Okay, they're the little weaving strips. Makes it so nice and easy. You don't need to cut your own. So I'm just going to use 3 on this basket, and I'm going to show you the best way to weave this. All right, so I'm going to start with the bottom, and I am just simply going to use my nail and my fingers to manipulate those little slits. So it's cut little slits in the basket when you've die cut it, and I am just threading that through, just pushing it from the side and using my nails to thread it up, down, up, down. Most of you probably had done weaving before. You probably did it at school. So I'm doing the first one, and I'm going to push that right down to the bottom for the moment. Yes, I was thinking the same thing actually, Megan. It'd be good to make fences as well, these little strips. Yeah, they really would. All right, and now we're going to weave the opposite. So we started over, under, over, under. This time we're going to go under, over, under, over. Okay, so we're doing the opposite. This is going to be the middle one. Whoops. And let me just bring that down a little bit. When you get up closer to the top or the bottom, it becomes a little bit tighter, and the more strips that you put in there, the tighter it becomes to weave it. Oh, now I've got a bend in my cardstock, so that's going to make it trickier as I push that through. So I might need to give it a little pull through, and then button do you go? Oh, I bent the cardstock. When I did my practice one of this for this card, when I was working out what I was doing, I did this so quickly and easily, and of course now I'm on camera, it's going to be pedantic. Come on, go through. There you go. Just needed a little wiggle. I'm just flipping it over and doing it from the back so that I can weave it under and then weave it over. If you have trouble grabbing hold of these little pieces, you could use your tweezers because they are quite narrow. And then under. There we go. All right, so that one's in, so we'll move that one down. Slide, slide, slide. Okay, and then we'll take another piece. And then this one's going to be woven like the first one we did at the bottom. So over, under, over, under, and if you're rushing like me, you'll probably end up bending the pieces, which makes your life more difficult. So if you take your time and do it gently so that you don't bend them as you go, you'll make your life much easier. And if you try and weave it so that it's down a little bit from the top, because up the top where it's cut here, where the cut has started up here, it's a bit tighter. So if you bring it down a little bit and try and weave it down a little bit lower, it's not kind of as tight. Hi Athena, how you going? I am well, thank you. How are you? Haven't seen you on here for a long time. It's great to have you with us. All right, we are nearly there. Last one. I might just flip that one over and pull that through from the back, and then tuck that in and pull that through. There we go. All right, so then we're just going to line them up. I'm just going to pull them through so that they're all flush with the edge there on the left side. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to position them where I want them to be. So I'll just spread them out a little bit. There we go, that's good. And then we can just line them all up. And then we can trim off the excess. Pull that back to where we want it. There we go. Line them back up again because I just moved them. Oh, you're good? Awesome. Oh, you're moving, Athena. Oh, that's busy, a very busy time for you. Are you moving local or are you moving far away? You don't have to say exactly where, but are you still going to be fairly local? All right, so then we're just going to snip off the ends. There we go, cute. And we've got our little basket, our little woven basket. Now, it is cute as it is. You can use it as it is, but of course, I want to add a little bit of definition to that weaving. So I'm going to use my crumb cake ink and a sponge dauber. Packing and moving is the worst, isn't it? It's such a busy time. Oh, you're moving far away, about 4.5 hours away. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Athena. Oh. I'll message you and have a chat. Well, if you've got time, you're probably very busy at the moment with packing. But yeah. Oh. We'll miss having you close by. I always knew, not that I get to see you very often, but I always knew that you were close by, and I knew that I could contact you or come and catch up with you at the markets or something. Yeah, I never got to the markets before Christmas that I was hoping to. Things kept on coming up every time. I never got there. Okay, so we've just gone around the edges, and then what I'm going to do is for the the front of the basket where the woven bits are. Just dab my dauber off a little bit, and then I'm just going to take the dauber and I'm going left to right because I want to pick up a little bit of ink on the woven pieces. And then you can do a bit up and down on the little cross pieces as well, so you pick up the detail of them. Just gives a little bit of added detail to your basket. I think it makes it look a little bit more authentic. Athena, are you heading north or south? If you're happy to say that on my live. If you're not, that's fine. We'll talk about it in person privately. There we go. So that's our cute little basket. So it's just added a little bit of definition to it. Hopefully that comes up on camera. And we've got our backgrounds done, so we can move those ones out of the way as well. We'll need our grey to stamp our bunnies. All right, so this is what we've got so far. So we've got our inside piece. We've got our outside pieces. And this one. And then this one. So see how it's building now, and it's changing. It's dampening down that paper a little bit too, because we're adding all of this detail onto the front. Yeah, look, that's coming together beautifully. Cute. All right. I think I'm happy with those designer series papers. I just wanted to get to that point before I adhered them. I think I'm fairly happy with that now, so I think I'm ready to stick. So I'll stick them down. Southwest. Okay. Are you still going to be able to do your markets, Athena, or will you be looking for different markets closer to where you'll be living? I'll just pop that down there. So I'm using Amber's tip and using a dry adhesive so that we don't see the glue coming through that. I do need to cut another one of these pieces, so we'll come to that. We'll do this one. Alrighty, make sure we've got our flowers up the right way. So pop that one down. Just trying to see where my fold is. Get that lined up. There we go. And then we've got this piece, but I need to cut another one. You'll keep the ones that you're doing closer to the end of the year, but we'll also be looking at new ones as well. Oh, okay, awesome. Oh, well, that's good. All right, now, oh yeah, I was just thinking, are the lines going to go the same way no matter which way I turn the paper? Yes, they are, unless I cut it that way. So we don't want to cut it that way because we want the lines to still go in the same direction. All right, so let's cut this piece. All right, so this one was 3.1 centimeters wide. And 14.45 long. There we go. Another thing I was thinking with this one too, because the papers are so busy, I was thinking, if you're really having a hard time with all the patterns, you could add some vellum over the top. I was thinking that, and I was thinking, oh, do I bring in some vellum? And then I thought, okay, well, I would need to plan that because I'd need to make sure that I could cover up the adhesive on the vellum. So I thought, well, I won't do vellum on this one, but I had that in mind to add in if I needed to dampen down the colours. But it's kind of worked out okay how I've done it. So I think we will be all good. There we go. So that one in there, and then this one on the front. I'm just going to have a little sip of my tea. I've been doing so much talking, I'm getting a bit dry. Is anyone else, have you got a cup of tea or a cup of coffee with you today? I've just got good old English breakfast today. I'll have a chai later. I usually have a chai every day. That's my one little guilty pleasure, I suppose. I allow myself one chai latte a day, and then if I want any other tea throughout the day, I'll have French Earl Grey, or I'll just have an English breakfast. Just a plain tea. I don't drink coffee. Coffee doesn't go well with me. My body doesn't like coffee, and it actually makes me feel really unwell. So I used to drink coffee many years ago, but I can't drink it anymore. But that's okay. There's lots of yummy teas out there that I can drink. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we are going to now construct our little panel. So we've got our little fun fold. Oh, look, we've got a blank in here. I totally forgot about that one. Well, I think we're probably going to need, what do you reckon? Do you reckon we need that one in there too? Because I forgot about that panel. So this one will go here for writing our greeting on. But yeah, then we've got a blank panel there, and I forgot about that one. We will see that when we open the card, won't we? So we should probably put something there. I think probably, should we do the same one, or should we do more of that green stripe in there? What does everyone think? Do I do the floral, this floral, or do I do more of the green stripe in there? I guess it'll be following the same sort of pattern if I do put that one in there, hey? It'll just be right beside it instead. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Let's cut a piece of this one, and I'll pop that in there and see how that looks. And I'll see what all of you, waiting for your comments to come through to see what you all think. So it'll be the same size as the one on the front. Floral, yeah, Amber says the floral one. This, did you mean this floral or the blue-based floral? That one. Same as the front, Leonie, yep. Oh, Kay said the stripe. Kay likes the stripe one. Let's try this one first. So this one is 6.6 by 14.45, 6.6. Now I'm going to bring my blade down to 14.45 this time. And I'll bring it down to 14.5 actually, and cut up that way so that I'm not cutting all the way down this time. And then I'll bring it over this way. Oh, I've got to turn it around this way and go 14.45 up here, and then bring that down to 3.1. I'll just cut down to the cut line. Oh, no, it was 6.6. This one was 6.6. That cut, yep, there, got it. There we go. So just cut that little panel out this time. Sometimes with some of my papers, if I've got heaps of paper, for me it's easy just to cut a whole strip and then just use that other bit for other projects, like little offcut pieces or whatever. But sometimes if you want to preserve as much paper as you can cut the way I just did by using the measurements. If you've got the especially if you've got the metric arm and you're doing metric measurements, you can use them down here. Now, if the trimmer, when you receive it, it comes with the arm in Imperial. That's how it's made. But you can purchase the additional metric arm if you want to switch it over to the metric arm. It only costs, I think it's about $7 or something. It's not very much if you want to swap it over. I find it helpful. Oh yeah, cute. Look, that will look great. And then that white panel ties in the white from there too. Yep, good choice, everybody. Let's do that one. Sorry, Kay, I know you said stripe, but I think the stripe would have looked good too. I think it would have been, either would have worked. Either the stripe or the floral. Let's go with this one, and then it's more similar to the pattern we've got going on the front. All right, so let's line that up. There we go. Cute. All right, now with this one, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it all white or if I'm going to do a little bit of inking around it like I've done with the front one, not over the whole piece, but just maybe around the edges. I'm undecided yet, so I'm not going to adhere it just yet. I'll wait till we construct the front and then we'll make a decision about that. All right, so we are ready now to make our little scene here on the front. So I've got some grass already cut, and we need to cut some other pieces too. Now I was thinking I might have a little bit of grass inside the basket. Ooh, like that, and then I thought I might have some grass down on the base. I might have to bring that down a little bit for the in the foreground sitting on the basket. If I'm going to do that, I might move them over like that, then overlap these somehow and have them, this is all wriggling everywhere, stay still. Have them sort of across like that, across the front of the basket as well. So yeah, we could do that. That would be cute. And then in our basket, so we're going to need to do a little bit of stamping as well because we need some of these little animals. Now I've got two other cards to share with you. I'll share one now and I'll share the other one at the end, I think. This one here, let me just take it out of the packet. Hang on a minute. This one here is super, super cute. It's a little joy fold card. So it opens like this. Isn't that just so cute? Whoops, hang on. That one closes first and then that one. So this one is going to be part of my tutorial bundle that's coming out. It should come out today or tomorrow, the tutorial bundle. So it's a collaboration that I do with other demonstrators around the world, and this is my card. The only place you can get the instructions for this card is on that tutorial bundle. So the tutorial bundle is, you can either purchase it. There's two tutorial bundles that have multiple cards on it. I'm not sure how many is going to be in this one. It's usually 6 to 7, but we'll wait and see when that one comes through. I don't know if it's already come through. It hadn't come through before I went live today. Let's just see. No, it still hasn't come through yet. And you can purchase each of the bundles, which has several stepped up projects in it, or you can get them for free when you order in my online store. For orders over $50, you'll get the bundle number 1, and for orders over $100, you'll get bundle 1 and bundle 2, which will have several projects in it. But this is my project for this month, for March. And as I said, the only way you can get it is in the tutorial bundle. This one will not feature in my blog or anywhere else. It's exclusive to the tutorial bundle. So if you're interested in that, let me know, because as soon as it comes out, I can send you the details for that. And I've got another card to share with you, but I'll share that one at the end using this suite. We'll keep going with the projects for this one first and get this one done. All right, I've got a little piece of basic white cardstock, and we're just going to do some of our stamping on here. Now I'm thinking, which bunny do I want to use? I might use this standing up straight bunny for this one, because I think he doesn't take up as much space. So let's get some blocks out. I'm going to be stamping in basic grey. So I'll just ink him up I'll stamp him down. Just make sure I give a little bit of space around him for the dies. Oh, so cute! Look at that. And I know I want the little chicken as well. Now, if I was using my Stampin' Positioner tool, I could stamp all of these at once. Just put them on my plate and then just stamp them all at once. I might stamp a few little chickens actually. Let's do 3 chickens. What else do we want? I'll ink that off there and ink that off there. I'll clean them in a minute. We might want some carrots. Get another block. Got to reach over. I forgot to get my blocks out before we started. We'll do some little carrots. We'll do 3 carrots. And flowers is the other thing. Now I was going to use die cut flowers, but just for the sake of it, let's stamp these ones. I'll stamp these in the middle here. Make sure I've got them inked up properly. Those ones are cute. Stamp another set over here. And then we've got an individual tulip in here, and the tulip might work better actually because the dies, the standalone dies in this set are tulips. So we'll stamp some of these as well, and you can have a look and see what these look like anyway as I stamp them. They're really cute. I love the sort of sketched look of these designs as well. There we go. All right, so we've got a few things there to play with. Our sentiment we'll do in a little while because we've got to work out where we're going to put that. All right, let's give all of this a clean. All of these stamps. Whoops, I just got ink on my finger. Dry them off and make sure that they are clean on my grid paper. Good. Now all of these stamps have got a little bit of ink around the outline of them because I traced around them with my Sharpie marker onto the plastic that they come on, or the acetate sheet that they come on, so that I know where they fit back on the acetate sheet. But I did get a little bit of ink on the outside of the stamp, but that's okay. It doesn't affect how they work. They just don't look brand new anymore. But all good. They are loved, so they don't need to look new when they're loved, do they? All right. Now for the little rabbit, for the ears, I have got some light pretty pink for inside the ears. So I'm just using my Stampin' Blends, which is our alcohol based markers. Or let's do the little nose as well. Very light touch, don't need to do much with that. Now if you wanted to, you could add a very light grey outline around the inside of the bunny if you wanted to add a little bit of shading, but I don't feel that it's necessary at this stage, so I think I'm just going to leave it as is. Now with the little chicks, I've got lemon excuse me, I've got some lemon lolly. I might do just a little bit of dark lemon lolly here and there, and then we'll blend that in just where we think the shadows sort of might be. We'll try that just with that one, and then I'll take my light lemon lolly, being careful to avoid the beak because we'll colour the beak with one of the oranges. Our cute little chicky chicks. Okay, very cute. So easy to colour in. And for the beak, I've chosen some light timid tiger. And for the beak, I just need to do very light little dabs. Yep, that's cute. All right. Now, if you wanted to have brighter chicks, you could actually colour them all with the dark lemon lolly if you wanted to, and make it a deeper coloured chick. But totally up to you. And we've got other yellows as well. We've got the Daffodil Delight, and what else have we got? We've got crushed curry if you want a really dark chicken, a really dark little chick. And what's the other one we've got? The other one that I can't think of the name of. What's the in colour one? Oh, Darling Duckling. Darling Duckling as well, if you want a little bit more of sort of a dusty colour of chick. But I like these ones. They're nice and soft, like a more pastel-y sort of colour. There we go. So we've got our little chickies. We'll do the little beaks. So using the bullet tip, just dab, dab, dab. Just very light touch. 3 little spots, and we've got the little beaks done. Very cute. All right, now for the carrots, we could do the carrots in the same colour, in the Timid Tiger. I might get the dark as well, though, to accentuate the ribbing on the carrots. Oh, no worries, Kay. Thanks so much for joining us. It was great to have you with us. I hope you have a lovely afternoon. There we go. So we'll do the little carrots. I'll post up when this card is ready, Kay. I'll post it up on my, when my blog is ready, I'll post it up on my Facebook page so you can see the finished product. All right, so then we'll just do the carrots. So you could do it in the brush tip or the bullet tip. The bullet tip is great when you're colouring small images, and this one almost would warrant using the bullet tip, but I find the brush tip is much quicker if you've got slightly larger images, but that's pretty cute. I might actually go back over those ribbing lines with the dark again because it's kind of blended that back in. And I just want to accentuate them a little bit more. I mean, you have got the black stamped lines on them, but I thought with a bit of extra colour it would make them really nice. Now, with the tops of the carrots, because everything else is using the Shy Shamrock, normally I would do the tops with like a garden green or something bright. But because we're using Shy Shamrock for everything else, let's just see. Do we have a Shy Shamrock in these? Yes, we do. All right. So we have Shy Shamrock, and let me just test. I'm thinking the light, but let me just test. They might be a bit bluey. Well, they are a bit bluey, but they're okay. They're sort of a, this is a green that has bluish kind of undertones. But that will match in with everything else that we're putting on this project. There we go. Might just add, how deep is that? Might add just a touch of the darker green just at the base there. Yeah, cute. All right. Now we've got to decide on if we're going to use the coloured flowers, I mean the stamped flowers, or the die cut ones. I really like these die cut tulips. So I was thinking about using those rather than the stamped ones. So let's pull those out. Now with the basket as well, with the basket you do have this scallop. If you want to add a scallop to your basket, you can add a little scallop edge to your basket. I might add a scallop. I'm just not sure what colour yet. So I'll leave that for the minute until I decide what colour. I might even just do a white one, not sure. All right, and we'll die cut those and those. And to die cut these, I'm going to separate, I should say, separate these because I've only got one chick die and I don't want to damage the other ones going through the machine with the plates, because my plates are quite cut up now because I use them so much. So I'm just going to do this. These stamped out really nice in the basic grey. It's not as heavy as the Memento Tuxedo Black, but you've still got like a good depth of colour. I'll save these ones. I'm just not sure if I'm going to use them yet or not. There we go. All right. So let's bring in our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and we can get, now I could probably get a lot more die cutting done all at one time with my big machine, but the mini is so much easier to bring into the desk. So I'm just going to use this one today. All right. Okay, so we've got our base plate number 1, clear plate number 2, and then we're going to put our cardstock on there with our dies. Oops, wrong one, not that one. This one. Whoop. And in fact, if I turn Bunny this way, then I'll be able to get some of those other dies on there at the same time. You'll notice with your die cutting machines, or actually with your plates for your die cutting machines, you have a line here at the edge. That is so that you don't take the dies beyond that line, so that it makes it easier for the machine to grab the plates. Because if you take them beyond there, they're too close to the edge of the plate, and the edge of the plate is actually beveled. And if you, otherwise the rollers can't grab the plates and take them through the machine. So just always be aware of that line on your plate. It's on both ends, so just be aware of that. All right, just lining up our little bun here. Tape that on with a little bit of post-it tape so we keep him nicely aligned. And then let's do a carrot and a chicken. Little chicken, little carrot. Just line them up and use a little bit more tape to hold them on. There's that one. Just go right across there. Oh, hi, Ninka. Lovely to have you with us. How are you today? I am doing well, thank you. Thank you for asking. There we go. All right, and so we'll take that through. Oh, and we could do some of this as well. Wait, let me see if I've got some offcuts. I have some offcuts. So let's just do a little bit of choppy chop for the stem. And for the flower, I want these parts to be in green, but I want the little tulips themselves to be a different colour. So what I'm going to do is I'll take that, I'll die cut one from this piece, and then I'll die cut again, and we'll do a little bit of surgery and cut them apart. All right, so we've got all of those on there. Let's take them through and give our little machine a workout. Okay, here we go. It's tight because I've got so many dies on there, and those solid shaped dies, they always make it a little bit tighter going through the machine. All right, so we've got our cute little bunny. Look how cute. And one of our little chicks, super cute, and a carrot. Awesome. And then we've got stem for one of the flowers and the leaves for another. Let me get my little pokey tool, my take a pick tool. Love this. I couldn't craft without a take a pick tool. I don't know what I ever did without it before we had them. All right, now the good thing is, which I just discovered with this die, because it's the first time I've used this actual one, I think it is. So when it cuts out this part of the flower, it also cuts out this extra little tulip part, but that is so that you can put it in here. So you can just pop it straight over the top. So you can do that in a different color, which makes it super easy. So there you go. All right, so we've got that bit, we've got that bit. So that one I probably won't use. And we'll do a little bit more die cutting. Who's crafting along with me today? I didn't ask that before. What's everyone using for their creativity today? Are you using one of the new sweets? Are you using something that was already in your stash? Let me know what you're creating today, what you're playing with. All right. Oops, I just realized I've got my machine on some of my other pieces I'd already prepared earlier, so we don't want to damage those. Okay, so we need another little chicken. We need another carrot. And then we'll do some more of the flowers as well. There's a little bit of die cutting with this one. And then once we get all the pieces die cut, we can start piecing everything together and creating our little Easter basket. Oops, there we go. There we go. All right, I might do another one in that color. So let's see if I can fit another one out of this piece. Oh yes, look at that. I can just fit that. Might put a little bit of tape on that one this time just to hold that on that piece of cardstock. Oops. Didn't stick that very well, did I? Let's try again. There we go. And this one, I need some more cardstock. So let's see. Oh, I just grab a piece of scrap. Hang on 2 secs. All right, we've got some more scraps here, so we'll chop a little piece out of that one there. Alrighty. Oh, you thought the flower dies were daffodils? I think they're tulips, like on the paper and like on the stamp. But I guess you could, yeah, I guess you could make them whatever you want. Yeah, there you go. I could be wrong too. Maybe they are daffodils. To me, they look like tulips though. Daffodils, tulips, whatever. They're all flowers, right? As you said, we can make them whatever we want. We have creative license, don't we, in our creativity, to change things up and make them what we want to make them. All right, so let's get our take your pick tool again. And we'll take another one of those, and I think we might need a third one of those. There we go, another one of those. And hey Dimity, how are you? Great to have you with us today. How is the weather? Oh, you think the dies are daffodils too, Amber? Oh, there you go. I thought they looked like tulips, but I could be wrong. Maybe with those leaves, they are daffodils. I guess so, because if you look at the tulips on the flowers, well, I don't know actually. I don't know. Maybe they are. You know what? You both might be right, Leonie and Amber, because if you look at this one here, it kind of is the same shape as that, isn't it? Oh, so there you go. So maybe I should die cut these in yellow. I was here I was thinking they were tulips. But if you just use these ones on their own, they do look like a tulip. So maybe it's like a 2-in-1. You can use this with this, like that. Or you can use it like this as a tulip. So, yeah, I don't know, because that's the shape of the tulip and that's the shape of the daisy. So there you go. Well, we might change up the colours then. You are all very perceptive. Okay, so we've got one more chick and one more carrot to die cut, and we'll do some more of those flowers too. So maybe I need to make some yellow daisies instead of different coloured flowers that I was going to make. Different coloured tulips. They have open petals. The little tulip looks part. They have open petals. The little tulip looking part is the inner bit of the daffodil. Oh, okay, because I was thinking you could use these as tulips just on their own as well. But yes, you can also use them with that. Maybe they have dual purpose? Maybe. That's what I was thinking. But maybe not. We'll make them into daffodils then today. There we go. So I'll have to die cut some more in a different colour. But I'll do one more stem for the daffodil in this green. Look, to be honest, look at this daffodil. It's got blue stems and yellow flowers. So, and this flower has got blue leaves. So you know what? In our creativity, I think we can do whatever. What do you all think? Can create our own. Doesn't have to be realistic, right? Okay, I'll do a yellow one of this then. Now, what colour yellow shall I use? Shall I use, like, let's see which colour yellow is in the DSP. I've got to find the packet, hang on. It is Lemon Lolly. Lemon Lolly. All right, let's grab Lemon Lolly. We'll grab some Lemon Lolly and we'll make some little daisies, although that's quite bright for, I feel like that's brighter. Because this doesn't look like Lemon Lolly to me. Oh, do you know what? That's probably done in the peach pie. Is peach pie the other colour? Let me see, let me see. Lemon Lolly peach pie. So would daffodils, what do you think? Would they be more, or I can cut them in the Daffodil Delight and then I can ink them with the peach pie. Maybe we could do that. Let's grab the peach pie. Maybe do that. That might work. All right. You're all so clever. Cleverer than me. Because here I was thinking they were tulips. That goes to show I don't know my flowers, doesn't it? That's where I need my mum. My mum knew flowers. She loved flowers. When do they still have Floriade down in Canberra? When is Floriade on? Is that spring? Is that like September or something? I know my mum and my mother-in-law used to love going down to Floriade when they were alive and when they were more able. You like the tulip idea too, Ninka? Thank you. Daffodils come in different yellow and peach pie. Oh, awesome. Good. Thanks, Dimity. I know Dimity knows a lot about flowers because she's part of, is it gardening group that you're part of, Dimity? Some sort of gardening group, isn't it? Well, there you go. I'll cut them in this colour and then we can ink them and see how they come out. Oh, wow. Leonie's just ordered $250 worth of tulips and daffodils from Tesselaars in Victoria. Oh, there you go. So Leonie knows flowers too. Well, there you go. I should take the advice of all of you who know more about flowers than I do then. Hey, Vicky. How you going? Great to have you with us. How are you? Right, this little guy goes up here. And we've got our last little carrot. There we go. All right, so we'll pop the carrot back away. Where does the carrot belong? The carrot belongs up here inside the bunny's tummy. Of course, that makes sense, doesn't it? Alrighty, so we need to cut some more flowers then, because if we're going to have daffodils instead of tulips, because Mandy doesn't know the flowers. Oh, thank you, Leslie. You make me feel better too. You and Ninka, you both thought they were tulips as well. Oh, good. Glad I'm not the only one. Here we go. Now I feel better about it. Thanks, ladies. It's fine. I don't mind being proven wrong because, you know, I'm not always right. None of us are ever always right. Floriade is in the spring. Oh, and it's spectacular. You've been, Vicky? Nice. I've never been down there for it. My husband does all the gardening here at home. He's the one who loves gardening. I have to say though, we don't have a whole heap of flowering plants. We've more got, we do have some, but we've got more vegetables and fruit and vegetables. But we do have some flowering plants, but not a whole heap. But I do love flowers. I should get him to take me down to Floriade one time. Go and check it out. Might be a nice little trip. All right, so now we've got 3 lots of daffodils. Daffodils, not daisies. Daisies are different. I know what daisies are. Daffodils. There we go. Okay, so let's see now if we've got enough pieces to put together. And these are going to be the center pieces. So I'll put this one away. I'm missing a die. Oh, here, this one. Let's make sure I get all my dies. Just as a little tip, you might have seen me show this before. So this is our die case, how our the slip comes inside the die case. I can't think what it's called right now, but anyway. But to know where the dies all go back on the sheet and to double check that I have them all, I always photocopy the dies before I take them off the sheet and before I start using them, so that I've got a reference for putting them back in the packet the right way. Now the only thing we haven't done is the scallop, but I'm still not sure about if I'm going to use a scallop or if I do, what colour. So we can come back to that in a moment. Just move that out of the way for a minute. All right, I love my new desk chair. It's so rolly compared to the old one that just doesn't roll at all anymore. Even though I've cleaned the wheels out on the other one, it just does not want to roll. All right, so we need peach pie, which is that one. So these are my warm colours. I've got another one of these for all my cool colours. Oh, make sure not to go on a weekend, Leonie. Even weekdays are getting very popular down there now. Oh, thanks for the tip. Okay. To get hubby to take a couple of days off midweek or something, we'll go down and make a trip of it. If we can get down there. So, might not be this year, but maybe next year. All right, so I'm going to use a little bit of the peach pie and just ink up the edges of these daffodils. Give them a little bit more interest. What do you think? Does that look better than just plain yellow? And then I'll do the little individual flowers as well that we're going to put on top. Doesn't matter how messy, I guess, this goes on, because it doesn't need to be even. It's a flower, so their colours are all varied, and they're not usually in flowers, even though I don't know a lot about flowers, their colours aren't always, you know, like uniform, depending on the type of flower, I suppose. Now, if this is a little bit messy for you, you can use tweezers to hold your little pieces. Or if you don't like getting ink on your fingers, but let's be honest, we're crafters, we all get inky fingers, you can always put some gloves on to do this if you don't like getting inky fingers. But I always think that inky fingers is the sign of a happy crafter. There we go. How about that? That looks a bit better now, doesn't it? And with the stems, I might get out my, because I've inked those, I might ink these as well, just to make it look a little bit more, yeah, in keeping with the colours of the flowers. So I'll grab my Shy Shamrock dauber. Nope, that's the one there. Gonna need to take another sip of my tea. I'm actually getting hungry. What's everyone else drinking today? You got your cuppers with you? Or maybe you're drinking something else. maybe you're drinking water, or maybe you're drinking juice. Let's just add a little bit of colour to these leaves here. I'm not going to worry so much about the stem, because that's a little bit, could do the stem like this though. It's a little bit more flimsy. There we go. Oops, nearly lost it. So Leonie, how many cards did you end up making with this suite? Because Leonie's been playing with this suite for the last couple of weeks, and she's actually used up all of her designer series paper already. So she has been crafting like crazy and having lots of fun, which is great. And also too, did you do any scrapbooking layouts with it as well, or did you just make cards? I've seen so many beautiful cards on Pinterest with this suite. So I was having a look yesterday to see what people have been doing with it. And then I thought, oh, I'm going to go in my own direction and do my own thing. All right, there we go. Let me take a sip of my tea. Oh, it's bedtime there, Janet. Where are you, Janet? You're obviously in a different time zone to us. All right, so now we've got all of our little pieces. I might just pop the flowers on here. Now the question is, do I just put them on flat, or do I mount them up with dimensionals? That's a question. That's a question. I might just put them on flat actually, because I'm not sure. I might be mounting up the actual flower. I'm not sure yet. So I'll just put a little bit of glue on the back there. And pop that down over the top. So these cards will be, oh sorry, this card I should say, will be on my blog on Wednesday this week. So be sure to check my blog on Wednesday. You can find my blog at mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com. And all of these products that I'm using today, you can find in the online store. And you can find that either via my blog or via my website, which is mandywitherby.stampinup.net. Camrose, AB. I don't know all the shortcuts for all of the states. Is AB Alabama? It's lovely to have you all the way from over there. So great that you could join us. It's so lovely to have people watching from overseas as well as from Australia. It's yeah, it's really fun to have others watching us. All right, and then I was going to pop these on here. So let's put a little bit of glue, oh, just on. Is AB Alabama, Janet, or have I got that wrong? Now, how do I want to put these? Like that or like that? Do I want them straight? Do I want them angled? I guess I could do them all differently, couldn't I? They're very cute. I love these little flowers. They are super cute. Let's do them all different. So Leonie, you made probably 3 dozen cards. Oh my goodness, and several boxes for Easter. Oh, that's right, you were doing boxes too. You do as a scrapbooking, which uses mostly cardstock. Oh wow! So as a scrapbooking, is that like a certain style or a certain technique? I've not heard of that before. Oh, Alberta. Oh, excuse me, Janet. Yes, Alberta. That makes sense. AB. Oh, fantastic. It's so lovely to have you watching all the way from Alberta. Canada, right? Alberta, Canada? Lovely. I've got a nephew over in Canada. I think he's near oh, where is he near now? Now I'm not even sure. I was going to say Toronto, but that's where my other nephew used to live, but he's back in Australia now. But my nephew that's currently over there, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where he is. Oh, you can see these flowers being water lilies too, Leslie. Oh, yeah, they could be as well. So many different things you could use them for. Love that. That's awesome. Okay. Now, we've got everything done. It did take a little bit of time to do that, but how cute do these flowers look now that they're all coloured and put together? They're gorgeous. Such pretty little flowers. Oh, now you know what I think I need to do is ink up the grass, because everything else is sort of inked up. I think we need to ink up the grass too. I love those little flowers. I can see so many different projects being made with those. And how cute would they be in a scrapbooking layout too? All of this would be cute in a scrapbooking layout. Many scrapbooking layouts. The flowers are beautiful, aren't they, Dimity? They came out really well. They're really lovely flowers in this set. Love them. Oh, it's a French technique which uses templates that you can cut your own photos into the templates. Ah, cool. Sounds very interesting. So is that the only style that you use like all the time, Leonie? Or do you use other styles and techniques for your scrapbooking as well? There we go. So now we've got all of our grass colored as well. Janet says, yes, we changed time next Saturday, 1 hour ahead. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. We change our time. We're currently on daylight savings time, and we change in April. Oh goodness, does anyone, when does ours change? Is it March or April? I feel like it's April this time. Yes, it's April, because I think it's on the Easter weekend. Our clocks go spring forward, fall back. So our clocks will go back an hour. Yeah, oh yes, so yours will go ahead, Janet, ours will go back. So then there'll be a bigger time difference between the two of us. Yeah. Good question, Janet. For scrapbooking, is the paper all acid free? Yes, yes, all acid and lignin free. It will usually tell you that on the website as well. When you go to the description, if you click on see more, usually on the description it'll tell you if it's acid and lignin free. But I do believe, I know that all the cardstock is, and I do believe that all of the scrapbooking papers are as well. But that's a really great question to ask, because that's very, very important for scrapbooking. All right, so great question. There we go. Normally the first weekend in April. Yes, Leslie, yes. I think that's when Easter is, isn't it? No, Easter is the... Oh, Easter is the first weekend in April. That's right. Yep, and that's when daylight savings is ending. Yeah. You know what I feel like? I feel like I needed to add extra grass down here as well, because it's kind of going to be up in the air, isn't it? Anyway, we'll see how we go. So I was going to put my little bunny here. This is going to be such a cute card. I was going to put my little chicks in the basket, but I was also wondering if the flowers should go in the basket. I was thinking if I put the flowers in the basket and then the chicks in there as well. That one can go higher and these two can go lower. I'll just kind of fiddle with it for a moment and work out exactly how I want everything to be. And then we can start sticking it down, and then I can decide about this grass too, because I think I'm going to need more grass. So that would be really cute. A little grass in there, and then a little chick in there as well. We can put one of the little chicks down here too with the bunny, and you can be holding a carrot, and then we can put another little chickie in the basket up here too. Oh, how about that? That looks really cute. What do you think? Do you like that? Something like that? That could be really cute. And then we could lay some more carrots over here. We could have some more carrots. What about that? That looks really cute. Now, am I going to remember how I had all of that? This is the question. This is a question. That's going to be really cute. Okay. Someone take a screenshot for me. Actually, you know what? I can do it on my computer. Hang on, let's see. Command-Shift-4. And I'll take a screenshot there on my computer, and then I can access that on my computer so I can see how I had it. Let's put that now into my photos. See, there's a way around, because I was thinking I can't take a photo on my phone. I'm using my phone to record. But there you go, I can do it this way. Okay, photos. If I go into photos now, library, I can see it. Yes. Yay. Okay, good. Oh, I'm excited. This is going to be so cute. But yes, I think with the grass we might end up needing more grass. But we can add that before we add the bunny and the carrots. Alrighty. first things first, we are going to add the grass to the inside of the basket. So I'm going to put a little, you like it, Leonie? Oh, good. I'm going to put a little bit of glue along the bottom here. And pop that down there like that. Move that over. Okay, we'll let that settle for a minute. Now I am going to want to pop this basket up on dimensionals, but I'm going to need to leave room to stick all of those stems in. So I think what I'll do is I'll get some mini dimensionals, use some of my little minis, and I'll pop some in the corners so that I've got space to pop all of the stems down behind there. And actually, if I just have a look and see, if I pop them down, oh yeah, I can put some more dimensionals along the bottom here to give that more support. And I can probably even put one in the middle there for support there. And on the edges too. Oops, that one's a bit close. Bit close to the edge. Let's move that one in a little bit. There we go. All right. So if I do that, I'll have that popped up like that. And then our little chickies will pop in there. Yep. Now with the grass, how am I going to do the grass? Got to work this out before I stick the basket down, I think. Because I think the grass might need to go up as well. It might need to go up on actually, if I adhere the grass here to the front of the basket, and then I can do more grass down here. Although that should go first, shouldn't it? Should go first. Might need to cut some more grass. Oh no, that should go last, shouldn't it? I was just thinking, how does that layer? Let me think about this. Should layer down like that. So I might need to bring that down a bit to there. Yep. Okay. So I think I'll stick the first 2 layers of grass on the basket, and then we'll do some more, I'll cut some more for down lower. Yep. Okay. That's what we'll do. Do some across there like that. Just have them overlapping a little bit at the front. And then behind this piece here, I'll put some dimensionals, and the edge bit I'll chop off. Does that make sense? Just overlap these a little bit here. Let that go out to the edge. Yep. Good. And then we'll cut some more grass to add to the bottom there. All right. Meanwhile, we can stick that all down. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to put some little bits of dimensional under these 2 edge bits here. And I'm just going to have a look to see if I've got any off-cut pieces. And I do. We'll use some of these little edge bits. I just realised the time. Wow. It goes fast when you're crafting, doesn't it? Alright, so we'll see if we can sneak some of this under here to hold that up, and we'll do some under the other side as well to hold that bit up. Just make sure we don't want that showing. And let's see. Yep, that will be perfect. Okay, so I'll take all of this off. All these backings. Oh, that was funny. I've moved the position of my bin on my craft desk, and I just went to chuck the rubbish in my bin and almost threw it in my coffee cup by mistake. Thankfully, my coffee cup's got a lid on it, because that would have been not good. Right, so I think I'm going to pop that down about here so we can just fit one more row of grass. Yep, there we go. Okay, and we'll trim those bits off later. All right, now we'll put in our flowers. I'm going to tuck them in behind there, and I'm going to put some dimensional behind the tops of the flowers. Our minis are getting a workout today, which is great. And I think behind the stems, we'll just keep them flat. We'll just keep them flat. I was just thinking I could shape them a little bit with my bone folder, very gently. Actually, that one I've got tucked behind there, so I might just shape that one. Oh, it's 12:16 a.m. there, Janet. Oh, go to bed. Wow, very late. Okay, so you are, and it's 6:16 here, so you are 6 hours ahead of us right now. Oh, there you go. Feel free to go to bed. Don't let me keep you up. I will pop these up on I'll pop this card up on my Facebook page on Wednesday, and then a link to the blog. So you're welcome to go and check that out on Wednesday. But please don't let me keep you up. If you need to go to bed, go to bed. It's fine. I won't be offended. It's all good. All right, so we'll do it like that. But thank you so much for being with us, Janet. I really appreciate you coming and watching. It's lovely to have you here. All right, so a little bit of glue behind the stem and a dimensional behind the top of the flower, so the top of the flower sits up. And we'll just tuck that one down. I want that one to be the tallest one, so I'm going to tuck that behind there. There we go, and then we'll do the same with these ones. Shaped that one little leaf. And we'll tuck this one down here. This one can go out over oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put any dimensionals behind the handle. I should have done that too, to hold them up. I just realised I hadn't done that. Okay, might need to slip them under. I might do the other one before I put that flower in. I usually do that. I've done that before on my other cards, but I totally forgot on this one. Too busy chatting. That's my excuse. Too busy chatting and not focusing on what I'm doing. That's all right. It's lovely to chat with friends while we're crafting, isn't it? All right, so I'll pop one under there. All right, that's still a little bit thick, so I'll trim that down again. Just thinking, is that rain again? I think it is. It sounds like it's raining again outside. I can hear our water tank flowing, overflowing. All right, so trim some of these ones down a little bit finer, a little bit narrower. There we go. All right. So how's everyone else going? Are you all, we've still got a few here. It's getting close to dinner time for a lot of you, I know. So if you need to go, that's okay. You can catch the, can either catch the rest on replay, or you can wait to see the project on Wednesday and go and check it out on my blog. Oh, it's raining there, Leonie. Okay, so I'm not hearing things then. Leonie is not far away from me, just up the hill. Must be very light rain because it's it's only that I heard the tank overflowing. There we go. Put one more under here. Oops, I can see that one. I didn't position that very well. There we go. And I'll do one more on the other side, and then we can continue with our construction. There we go. Alrighty. So there, I think we need one under here. Oops. Let's push that in a bit. There we go. Okay. So I have made it a little bit more difficult for myself because I forgot to add these little pieces of dimensional before I adhered the basket. But that's okay. There's always a workaround, isn't there, in crafting? There we go. Now we've got the handle sitting up nicely. Because otherwise it was just sitting flat and it actually wasn't adhered. It was just sitting there. So we don't want it to get damaged. There we go. All right, so let's do this other little flower. I love these little flowers. They are so cute. I want to make a card just with these flowers, I think. I'll have to make another one. It's super cute. Did I take the backing off that? Yep, I did. All right, and we'll just pop this one in down here like that. There we go. So we've got our little flowers in there, and now we'll put our little chickies in there. And I'm just going to pop a dimensional behind their head. They could probably take a large dimensional, but I'm just using a small one. And I'm just going to tuck them in behind the grass. I might put a little bit of glue on their feet just to make sure they stay put. Oh, it's raining in Darwin too, is it, Dimity? Well, there you go. It's been a lot of rain around lately, hasn't there? Well, there has here anyway. So I'll pop this little one down in here. Cute. And this one, oh, this one. Oh, it really would, Amber. Amber just said this bundle, or actually, yeah, the stamps and the dies, yes, particularly, would pair really nicely with the Sweet Bugs bundle. Yeah, it really would. It'd be so cute together. Now, is that leaf going to cover your little face, little one? Let's pop you over this way a little bit more. There you go. There you go. There you go, little one. Cute. Look at that. All right, and then we've got our bunny and our grass and our other little chickie. So our bunny, we're going to need to add the extra grass. So let me quickly do that. Oh, I'm getting hot. We're getting there though. Look how cute this is looking already. So cute. Yeah, let's do our other grass. We're going to need 2 more grass pieces. Grab my scraps, grab my die. We didn't end up doing the scallop on the basket, but I kind of like it just as it is, a la natural. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that without the scallop. I mean, you can add the scallop if you want to, but I think I prefer it without the scallop. Let's just pick up some of those little grassy bits and just give them a little bit of definition. Just doing that with my nail just to make them sit up a little bit. Cute. All right. The cutest crew would work well as well, Leonie. Yes, it would too. Yeah, that would be cute. With the little puppy dogs and pussycats. That would be, oh, could you imagine in the basket, the little puppies and kittens? So cute. Oh, someone's got to do that now. I haven't seen it done yet. Have you got that one, Leonie? Have you got the cutest crew? I've got it, but I haven't had a chance to play with it yet. I not long got it, actually. All right, there's one. Poke that out. I love that the dies now have the little release holes. They have had for quite a number of years, but the old dies never used to have that, and it used to be so hard to get some of the pieces out of some of those dies, especially the really delicate detailed pieces. And did you know on the dies, you actually have the product code as well for the set? Did you know that? You have the Stampin' Up! Logo and you've got the product code engraved into the dies. So if ever you're wondering what set your die goes with, if you've misplaced the rest of the set, or you've misplaced a die from the set and then you find a die, oh, you haven't got it yet, Leonie? Oh, it's one for the list. Then yeah, you can always work out which set it goes with using the code on the die. The dies never used to have that before either. That's a more, they have for a little while, but it's a more recent thing. But I love that Stampin' Up! Is helping us in our crafting and making things easier for us, which is awesome. Okay. Now we're going to need to quickly, just very quickly ink those brass pieces. Won't take long. This is really quick. I love daubering. It just gives so much extra detail to your pieces. Of course, it's an extra step and it's not something that you need to do, but I just love that it gives a little bit more interest to your pieces. Do you know what? I haven't worked out where the sentiment is going on this card yet. Oh, we need like a little one up the top here. And, oh, you know what? I might add the ribbon to this basket because I haven't added the ribbon yet. And I wanted to add the ribbon, so maybe we could add the ribbon. Ah! We could add the ribbon instead of doing the scallop. That's a good idea, isn't it? It just came to me. There we go. All right. I missed a bit on this end. All right, so we've got those ones, and now these ones are going to be a bit inky because I've just inked them, but that's okay if I put them there like that. So what I might do is get some little strips of dimensional and put them under there. I might actually just use some of these little off-cut pieces, run along there. Do you use all your edge pieces up of your dimensionals? I hope so. If not, let me encourage you to use them because they come in so handy for all little bits and pieces like this. When you just need like tiny little pieces, they're super handy. So I just use my snips just to cut them into smaller pieces. Oops, get rid of that one. I think for this one, I want to use, oh, actually we don't need that all the way to the edge, do we? So we're going to need to trim that off. How far out do we need that? Oh yeah, that'll be good. About there. I'm thinking about which sentiment. I think I want one of the more generic ones. Now, if these are going to overlap a little bit too, I might put this one in a bit over here. For you might be nice. All right, and then we need to just position these like so. So I'll put this one down first. So what's everyone thinking about this sweet? Have I convinced you yet? It's very, very cute. There we go. Cute. Look at that. And then we can trim off those extra pieces at the side. You can just trim them off to the edge of the arch. I was going to say oval. I was thinking, no, wait, that's not oval. Sort of, but not really. There we go. All right. Does anybody have chickens or rabbits? It's a good question. They're two animals that I've never had. I've had family members that have had chickens, but not rabbits. I've had guinea pigs. You'll see the end result later. No worries. Oh, Poppy keeps on looking at you for her dinner. Or you better go and feed her then. That's all good. Yeah, I used to have guinea pigs when I was younger. I used to breed guinea pigs. A couple of times, actually, I've bred guinea pigs. Loved the little squeakers. But I've never had rabbits. Always thought that I would like to have rabbits, but never got around to having rabbits. I believe that they're quite hard to keep as well. They're very sensitive to the elements. So I think they would be, yeah, a bit tricky to care for. There we go. But I do have friends who have had and do have rabbits. And just check that that embellishment is on, sorry, the, not embellishment, dimensional is where I want it to be. That's cute. Okay, there, and we'll put one behind the chicken. Use a large one behind the chicken this time. Have them overlapping a little bit like that. I probably should have sat them down in behind the grass a little bit, shouldn't I? Oh, that was an afterthought. Yeah, I should have sat them down in between those two little, I wonder if I could lift them. I might bend them now if I try to. Little blades of grass. They're kind of a little bit too low because the blades of grass are the next level down, so I'll tuck that back under. Go up now, but yeah, it's kind of the wrong level, but that's okay. That's all right. And he can hold a carrot, I think, or will I just put the carrots over here? Carrots are cute. Yeah, so has anyone, does anyone have rabbits or chickens, or have you bred them in the past? Would love to know. My auntie and uncle used to have chickens, and I used to love, that was in the country, and I used to love to go and when I visited her or visited them, I used to love to go into the chicken coop with my cousin and collect the eggs. Always loved doing that. That was a lot of fun. Oh, do you know what? I should have made one of these flat. Oh, I've got a spare one still. Might make one of them flat and pop the other one up. That will be a good idea. We'll pop that one there and we'll put this one over the top. There we go. And do we want the bunny to still hold another carrot? Would be cute if the bunny's holding a carrot. That will give us 3 carrots then. 3 chickens, 3 carrots, 1 rabbit, 3 flowers. Yeah, I think bunny can hold a carrot. Oh, you had chickens and a rooster too, Dimity? Awesome. There we go. All right, that's our little scene created. Now, I was going to look at putting the bow on there. Where's the little... We've got our little ribbon here. I'm not sure if I'm going to fit it now, you know. Because now I've done that, I've added the bunny and the chicken and the carrots. We might not have room for a little bow. Let's see if we can make a really little one. I'll make it tiny, tiny. Oh, if we put it, you know what? We could put it up on the handle. Let's put it up on the handle, because if I put it down there, it's going to cover the chicken. Put it up on the handle, but we've got to sort out a sentiment too. So let me just chop that there for now. It's coming together nicely. A little bit time consuming just with all the little pieces, but it's going to be worth it because it's going to look so cute that I think it'll be worth all the time and effort that we've put into it. So we've got to do that. And then that's going to go on there like that. That's going to be so cute. All right, sentiment. I think we're just going to use the little for you sentiment, because the Happy Easter is going to be too big. We can stamp the Happy Easter inside if you want it to be an Easter card. But I just like it as an anything card. I don't think it has to be Easter. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do, or we could do Hello Spring. I might just do for you, I think. All right, so let's get the for you stamp. Because that's pretty generic, isn't it? We can use that for anything. I've still got all of these ones that I stamped that I didn't use, but we can use those on another project, so I'll save them. Just grab a block. Hang on a sec. Let's take chicken off that one. Put that one on there. And we will get our grey and a piece of basic white. Now, these are some of my scrap pieces. So actually that one will be the right size. I don't know what the width of that is. Probably about 1.5 centimeters. Yep. And if we just work out where we're going to put that, it could be a birthday card for an Easter baby. Oh yeah, it could be, Dimity. Yeah, you've got an Easter baby, have you? So we put for you just there, I reckon. Yep. All right. I think what we're going to do is we will angle our cardstock like, wait, which way will I go? It's going to go that way. Can go that way or that way and that way. Can go either which way. I'll go that way. Stamp our for you on there. Hopefully get that in the middle. Yep. Could have even used one of the, oh, actually, you know what? I wonder if it would fit with these ones. It might actually fit. So I'd want it that way. Oh, I've cut it a bit close now. But I could trim that other end. See what that would look like. Hang on, I've got to get my hands in the right spot. There we go. So this is the 3 banner punch. Yeah, and then I could just trim this end. I'm going to get it straight. Oh, that's not so bad. Yeah, well, there you go. That sentiment actually fits in the 3 banner punch. So that's pretty cool. That there like that. Oh, I didn't cut that. I didn't actually trim that straight on that end. Oh, goodness me. I thought I'd be lucky if I would get that straight because I never cut things straight by eye. See if I can get it on the trimmer. Yeah, that'll do. For you, little flag banner there, little sentiment. And then if we put the bow, actually we could put the bow up there with the for you. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. All right, let's make this little bow. I want to go, which way do we want? That way. Oh, I'm using the wrong scissors. I just realised I'm using my tape scissors. They're not as sharp. There we go. Cute little bow. Teeny tiny bow. And if we add that there with the bow, that would be cute, wouldn't it? All right, let's do that before we put that on there, because this sits up, it wants to pop up like that. We need to make sure that we've got all of this constructed first, because otherwise it's not going to sit well at all. Now I might just add a little bit of the balmy blue, oops, just around the edge of this. I would normally do this with a dauber, but I don't have my daubers out. Well, I can get them, but I didn't have the dauber out for the balmy blue. It's just adding a little bit, very, very light. So we've got everything else inked, so it might look weird if we don't have this inked. I'm just using the leftover ink that's on the brush. I'm not re-inking that. Don't see it very much. There, that's a bit better. Whoops. All right, we are nearly there, people. We are nearly done. Okay, so that's it. Right, so we're going to add that on there. So what I'm going to do is I will add a dimensional there and there to hold that over the handle of the basket. So put one up here. Oops. Yep. And one down in the opposite diagonal corner. So we can straddle that handle, and then that will hold it in place. Make sure we've got that straight. Cute. And then we can pop our little bow just up here like that. I might even trim this end just a tiny bit more. Just a little bit. They're cute. All right, so grab a glue dot. Glue dots are, the mini glue dots are the best adhesive to use with ribbons, I find. You can use tear and tape as well, or a dry adhesive. Just don't use a liquid adhesive, because the liquid adhesive will just soak straight into the ribbon, and it yeah, it'll make the ribbon actually look yucky, and it won't adhere really well. There we go. Cute. Oh, that's really cute. All right. We haven't added any bling, but do we really need to? I think there's a lot. Oops, there's a bit of extra ribbon on there. I think there's a lot going on there already that we really don't need the extra bling. But you can add the bling if you want to. If you want to make it into an Easter card, you could add the little Easter eggs. Or you could add the blue dots and the yellow dots if you wanted to. But I think I'm going to leave the embellishments off today. Shock horror. Did you all hear me say that? Oh my goodness. When have I ever said that before? No embellishments, no bling. What is going on? All right, so I want to adhere this really strongly, really well. So I am going to use some tear and tape. And I'm actually going to put it on the center panel. So I'm going to put a little pencil mark. Where's my pencil? Oh, here it is. I'm going to put a little pencil mark just under. Let's make sure I've got that lined up. Just going to put a little pencil mark just under the top edge there. Yeah, and just under the bottom edge. Just inside, so I can see where to add my tape. So I want this, I don't want this piece coming off. So I am covering up a lot of that paper. So in effect, if I had have planned this well in advance, I could have just put a little strip at the bottom and a little strip at the top and reserved all of this, because now I'm covering it up. But that's okay. I don't mind, it's okay. There we go. All right, so we'll just use the 2 strips. That should be enough to hold it, because this tape is very, very strong. You could add a third one down the middle if you wanted to, but I think we'll be all good with this. And we're just simply going to add this on. Make sure we've got it lined up. You want to make sure you've got it straight, because once it's stuck to the tear and tape, it won't come back off. So just line that up. That looks about good. Give that a press. Press it from the back as well. Just pressing it from the back there, the back panel as well. All right. Good, fantastic. Now we've got this piece here as well to go on the inside, and I think what I'm going to do with that is I am going to just add a little bit of colour to it, just to the edges though. I'm not going to put the colour all the way to the centre, because we want to be able to write on it without too much problem. So we'll just add a little bit of the 2 colours just around the edges. And if you wanted to, you could add one of those extra little, I don't have any extra ones that are ready to go, but you could add an extra little character on the inside, one of those little animals on the inside. That would be really, really cute. But I didn't have one planned or prepared. But I could always go back in and do one later. You can even stamp it directly onto the sentiment label if you wanted to. Oh, I've got ink on my fingers, and I just got ink on the inside of my greeting panel. That's okay. I'll write over the top of that and nobody will know. There we go. All right. So I'm not going to worry just about that little bit of ink, but I will wipe my hands. Do I have Easter eggs on the white paper? That's a really good question, Amber, as to whether or not it's going to become an Easter card. Let's have a look and see. Oh, there are actually. There are Easter eggs on there. So, yes. So I guess then in that regard, it would have to be an Easter card, wouldn't it? All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to add our adhesive to our piece, and then we're going to close that down and make sure that we get it lined up with that one. In fact, you know what I should have done? I should have done this one first in the center and then done the top one, the one on the front. That's what I should have done, but guess what? I forgot. But that's okay. So I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue just in case I need to wriggle that around a little bit. And we'll just see, I'll do my best. Yeah, I should have done it the other way around. When I've done these cards, these types of cards in the past, that's usually what I do, is I do the insert first and then I do the outside part, the outside panel. But I forgot today. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We'll stick that there. Just want to make sure it's straight though. At the moment, it's not straight. There we go. All right, so press that down. There we go. So yeah, so you could add another little animal in there if you wanted to. Another little chicken would be cute there on the corner. Or you can just leave it plain to write your sentiment. So there you go. We are done for today. Now I do have another card to share with you, remember. I had an additional project to share with you. It's one that we made in, it's one that I had for one of my classes recently, which was the card buffet last month. Oh, sorry, not last month. It was in January. So this is our card for today. Really, really cute. I love how that little scene turned out. Lots of detail in it, but super, super cute. And then the other one I was going to share with you is this one. Hang on, I'll take it out of the plastic. It's this one here. And this is one that we did for card buffet for one of my classes recently. So that's a really cute way of using yeah, this suite as well. And for the background here, that's just petal pink cardstock, and we stamped the flowers, which was these flowers in the background. So just doing some tone on tone, or you can use Versamark in the background. I can't remember now if we used Versamark or if we did tone on tone. But yeah, just another little idea for you using this suite. So, but I think that today's card turned out really, really cute. And so it's going to sit up like that. So the focal image, or the focal, the little scene, I guess, is like in the forefront and in the foreground. So yeah, so really cute. I hope you enjoyed that. And we've got the DSP in there as well, the back. Another way you could do the ribbon if you wanted to is you could wrap it around either that panel or this panel, and I could have put the bow up the top, but I really like the placement here on the label with that. Yeah, so there you go. What do you think? Oh, thanks, Dimity. You like it? Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I really love these little characters, and I love how these flowers turned out. I'm so happy with those. Thank you for everyone that let me know that they're actually daffodils and not tulips. All right, now remember, if you're looking for these projects, for these products, you can find them in the online store. And if you're looking for to shop with me, you can go to my shop either via my blog or via my website, and you can click on the shop button there. And I did put all my links in the video, in the comments of the video too, and on YouTube they will be in the description. All right, let me tip my camera back up face to face and we can finish up. Here we go. Do you know what I just realized when I was repositioning my camera? I forgot to put my candles on my stand base. So we are lucky that the whole camera didn't fall over, because usually when I've got it extended out, it puts a lot of forward pressure on the stand. And usually I have 2 heavy candles on the base to hold it steady so it doesn't tip over. So that was lucky. So there you go. There's the card up close. Isn't it cute? Really cute. I love it. Turned out even much better than I expected it to. So thank you all so much for joining me today. It was a long one today, but it was lots of fun. I hope that you enjoyed that. And I hope that you found some creative inspiration in there. Look out for this card on my blog on Wednesday, and I will post the card with the link on Wednesday in my Facebook page here as well, so that you can go and find all the details, and I'll have all the measurements over there for you as well. So yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic week. I'll let you go. It's probably dinner time for most of you now. And I just heard hubby get home from work, so I'm usually off this live well before he gets home, so I better go. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you all again next Monday. Remember, we've got new products launching tomorrow, so be sure to check them out in the online store. And I hope you all have a really great week. I look forward to seeing you next week. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye.